But this one we raise as the first one simply because a lot of people don't realize that it even exists. So if you made a retirement contribution, if you've got lower income showing on your tax return, then double check this one as you might be eligible. And this one's pretty powerful. The next one, and I think a lot of people know about, but if maybe, maybe you have children for the first time and maybe didn't realize that this was a credit out there. The child independent care tax credit is a tax credit that allows you to claim some of the expenses that you paid for childcare or dependent care while you were working or while you were looking for work. So things like childcare or after school programs or summer day camps or even care for an elderly dependent who might be still living with you that is claimed on your tax return. All of those kinds of expenses can qualify for this particular credit. If it is a child, the child care piece of it, the child must be under age 13. If it's the dependent care, then obviously it has to be a dependent on your tax return. There are limits, up to $3,000 for one dependent, $6,000 for two or more dependents. The tax credit that you get is then based on a percentage of those care expenses. That percentage can range from 20% on up to 50%. So if you spent $3,000, if your income qualifies for this credit, you spend $3,000 for after-school programs for your 10-year-old, you could potentially then wind up getting a tax credit of $1,500 for that $3,000 that you expense. So pretty important credit. And again, rules here, you got to make sure you're following the rules. Back to sort of our comment about using software. Certainly you want to use software, but you need to make sure you're answering the questions correctly in that software. Otherwise, you could find that you wind up losing a tax credit that you're in fact eligible for. So those are the first two. Third one is the lifetime learning credit. And this one often gets confused because there's a lot of other tax credits that have to deal with education and learning and things like that. So the lifetime learning credit is a tax credit that applies when you spend money on educational expenses. So